Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Extra Poor Gabby. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this bandana with hearts in them, and it's really quick and easy and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. To get started, I'm using medium weight yarn and a 5mm hook, and we're going to start with a magic ring. So I wrap it around my fingers, make an X, insert my hook right here between them. That yarn down, twist, and then chain 2. And then do 5 double crochets into this ring here. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then do 4 more of those. So we'll have 5 total. Okay, now that I have my 5 double crochets in the magic ring, I am going to put this little yarn through the ring and pull tight. So I'm not slip stitching to make a circle. Next I'm going to chain 2 for row 2, and then I'm going to do an increase at the beginning of the row. So the first stitch I'm doing a double crochet, and then I'm doing another double crochet into that same stitch, and then we'll do an increase at the end. So just do normal double crochets in every stitch, okay. Right here in the last stitch we're going to do an increase, so 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and now we have 7. We're going to chain 2. Now we're on row 3. Again, do an increase at the beginning of the row. And then we are going to do the bottom of the heart. So we chain 2, count 3 stitches, and in that 3rd stitch do a slip stitch, chain 2, count 3 again, and in the last stitch you're going to do double crochet increase. So 2 double crochets in the last stitch, and it's the same for every row. An increase at the beginning of the row and an increase at the end of the row, and then chain 2, turn your work, again an increase in the first stitch, and then we're going to do 1 more double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do a picot, I think is how you say it. And how it works is you're going to chain 3 and do a slip stitch into this 3rd chain from the hook. That's the little point of the heart. And then chain 2 again and do a double crochet into this first double crochet here. And then do an increase in the last stitch. That's 1, and that's 2 in the same stitch. So I basically got 3 double crochets at the beginning and end. Then I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and now I will do double crochet in every stitch, including the chains. And of course, increase at the beginning and end of the row. There's my increase, and now just do a double crochet in every stitch. And now you're going to do 2 double crochets in those 2 chains before you get to the picot. Just insert my hook might be a little tight. And then I'll go here. And now, to do the double crochet on the picot, we are going to go into the 2 front loops. Do you see that? This one right here and this one, those 2. So first, I yarned over already. I'm going in through this loop and then this next loop. So the 2 that are vertical, and then do a normal double crochet. Okay, again, 2 in the chain. It's a little easier to see on this side. Double crochet in the next stitch like normal. The next 2. And then an increase in the last stitch. Now we're on row 6. And for row 6, you just do an increase at the beginning and end of the row. And in the following stitches, it's just a normal 1 double crochet in every stitch until the last stitch. And then your last increase, and then chain 2 and turn your work for row 7. For row 7, we start with the increase. And then we chain 2, count 3 stitches. On the 3rd one, do a slip stitch, chain 2, and then count 3 again, and do a double crochet into the 3rd stitch, and then do 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. I have 3 in between my 2 hearts. So chain 2 again, count 3 stitches, slip stitch into the 3rd one, chain 2, count 3, it'll be the last stitch in your row, and then do a double crochet increase. 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And now, chain 2. So for row 8, I'm doing an increase at the beginning of the row. And then I'm going to do another double crochet into the next stitch. And then I will chain 2. And then chain 3 to do a picot. So I slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook, and then I chain 2 again, same process as the first heart, and doing a double crochet into the 1st stitch here. And then a double crochet 1 in each of the next 2 stitches, so we'll have 3 in the middle between the 2 hearts, and then again same process, chain 2, then chain 3, then slip stitch into the 3rd, oopsie, to the 3rd, stitch from the hook, and then chain 2, and do a double crochet into this 1st stitch, and then end with an increase. Chain 2, turn your work. In row 9, it's the exact same thing as we did for row 5. Just a double crochet in every stitch, and I'll show you again how to do on the picot when I get there. But again, start with an increase, end with an increase. Okay, so it looks a little wonky but it's always these 2 vertical stitches here that we're going to go through. So insert your hook. It might be easy to go like that with your hook and hook it, but I usually just use my finger because it's pretty tight. And again. Okay. And that's how you double crochet into the picot, and then again 2 more on the chain, and then just a double crochet in every stitch to the end, except for the increase in the last stitch. Okay, so I finished row 9. I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. Now I kind of have like a scary heart pizza face looking thing so far. And for row 10, you're just going to do an increase at the beginning and the end, and in the following stitches in the middle, just 1 double crochet in every stitch. Chain 2, and for row 11, start with an increase after we turned our work over. And then chain 2, count 3, do a slip stitch. We're going to do 3 hearts this time. So chain 2 again, count 3, and do a double crochet, and then do a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 3 total. And then chain 2 again, count 3, do a slip stitch, chain 2, count 3, and do a double crochet. Okay, and then again, a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Chain 2, count 3, do a slip stitch, chain 2, count 3, and do a double crochet increase, 2 in the last stitch. Okay, chain 2, and turn your work for row 12. For row 12, we've already chained 2, do an increase in the first stitch, do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and then chain 3 to do a picot, and slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook, chain 2, and do a double crochet into this first double crochet. Okay, 1 double crochet in the next 2, chain 2, do a picot, chain 2, do a double crochet into this first stitch, and then 1 into the next 2, the top of the heart again by chaining 2 and then doing a picot, chain 2, and do a double crochet into this first stitch, and an increase into the last stitch. Okay, chain 2, and for row 13, just an increase at the beginning and the end of the row, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch like we did here. for the 14th row, you're going to do an increase at the beginning and end, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch in between. Now that I've finished the 14th row, we are going to start the shell stitch border, and we're going to do that by chaining 1, and then doing a single crochet into this, around, the post of this first double crochet. So with that, yeah, you don't yarn over, you just insert, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, just those two. And then we're going to go into the next row around the double crochet post of this second one, and we're going to do 5 double crochets in that space, as you can see. So it's 1, 2, 3, oops, I messed that up. Okay, I've done 5, and now every other row is going to be a single crochet and then 5 double crochets. So in the next row here, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then next row here, I'm going to do the 5 double crochets, and you just keep repeating this all around. When you get to the last 2 rows of this side towards the bottom, you are going to not do your single crochet in this, but right in between them, right in between those 2 rows. So this is gonna be my single crochet, and then I'm gonna do my shell stitch at the very tip, 5 in that magic ring. Excuse the garbage truck going on outside. Sorry about that. Okay, and then again, don't go directly in here, but in between the 2 rows here. Okay. And then our next shell stitch will be in here, because we technically went in between those, treating them as one. It'll be in this one right here. And so that's what that bottom tip looks like. Once you reach the top, you'll just do a single crochet, and then chain 1 and turn your work, this first one, we're going to crochet 8 chains. And then we're going to do a slip stitch on top of that single crochet in between the 2 shell stitches. Okay. And now we're going to do 6 chains, chains of 6 for the next 3 shell stitches. So, chaining 6. Okay, do a slip stitch in between. So after you've done these 3 with just 6 chains, for the next 2, you're going to do chain of 7. Same thing, slip stitch in the middle. Seven chains, slip stitch, and for the bottom shell stitch, you're going to chain 8. And do a slip stitch. And then again, same process on the other side, 2 7s, and then 3 with 6 chains. And for the last shell stitch at the other end, you're going to chain 8. And then do a slip stitch on top of this single crochet. And then chain 1 to fasten off. Just cut there. Once you've fastened off, flip it over, and you've finished the main part of the bandana. Now I'll show you how to make the straps. We're going to attach them underneath this into the back loops on both sides, just so that this covers it. To do the strap on the right side, I'm going to turn my work, make a slip knot, putting the yarn around my finger, making an X, and then pulling that yarn through the loop. Start with it on my hook. I'm going to do a slip stitch into this front loop here and this stitch here, so it's a little more secure. I'm gonna grab my hook and go through both, run over, pull through, and then do a slip stitch into that slip knot. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 35. You can chain however long you want your straps to be to tie behind your head. I'm doing 35. Now that I have my chain of 35, I am going to chain 3 more. Keep my finger on this last chain. And then I'm going to do a double crochet into the 3rd stitch from the hook. And now I'll just do a double crochet in every chain until I reach the end. Once I reach the end, I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd stitch from my hook. So 1, 2, 3, and again I am going in this bottom stitch and the back, the front loop. And do a slip stitch and fasten off. That way it's hidden. Well, you have to tuck in these loose ends, but it's hidden by the chain. For the left side, you actually want to start from the front instead of flipping your work. And so it'll be in the back loop and that back stitch, like that. And then do the exact same process. And again, when you're done with your chain and doing your double crochets, you slip stitch stitch into this back loop and the chain behind, and you're finished. With the left one, it might look like it's in the front, and then just tuck it behind that chain. And then all you gotta do is sew in those loose threads. So here's the finished product. Thanks so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it.